Are you ready?
Hey peeps, how's it going? Now before we start, I just gotta say, if you have not seen it already, Pistons Center Court will be on my channel tonight, 8 p.m. sharp. I've already been informed people might be running late, but we will start at 8 regardless. So be sure to come back tonight. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss the notification for it. That's why they call it notification bell. But today, kind of want to expand upon this a little bit. I think that the Pistons just need to settle down and play with what they have. Now, obviously, the roster they have right now isn't going to win an NBA championship unless something drastic happens. But regardless, they're not bad. Health was a key factor to how good this team is going to be last season, and that's the key for this season. Health. You need Blake Griffin healthy. You're going to need Derrick Rose healthy. Those are going to be your two most, I don't want to say most important, because Dre playing well and improving on his game is going to be monumental. Did I use that word correctly? I hope so. But those two guys can make the most impact and determine how far you're going to go in terms of not only playoff seeding, but how far you will go in the NBA playoffs. Now, with that being said, this roster still does need another superstar. I'm not trying to deny that. They just have to find the right one. Now, I'm all for the, I almost said Avery Bradley, but the Bradley, well, let's try this again, Drew. I am all for the Bradley Beal trade. There we go. Can I get a round of applause? Thank you. The only problem with that is they wanted to dump down, God, we're going to get this together, man. I don't know why I can't talk today. They want to dump John Wall's contract when they move Beal. That is probably worse than Westbrook's contract. It's very, very bad. Now, I have seen John Wall work out right now, and he looks in amazing shape, but he tore his Achilles. He did something to his knee. He's not going to be the same John Wall. And guess what? He can't shoot. I think OKC is going to want too much for Westbrook. I think the Wizards want too much for Bradley Beal. But both those guys are superstars, and if you're trading them, you are going to want a lot in return. I just think the Pistons' best case scenario here, play the season out. Because it seems like every year there's at least one, maybe two superstars who want trades. Be patient. That's going to be your opportunity, okay? You're going to have cap. You're going to have these young pieces that you can trade if you want. You're going to have a bunch of different things to offer. I do not like trading away young talent because it has hurt the Detroit Pistons, people. It has hurt them. And, all the trades that I have seen have either involved Luke Kennard or Sekou. And those two young people, I have to say, are off limits. Because the sky is the limit for both of those players. The sky is the limit for all the young players that we have. Because you truly don't know how good someone's going to be right off the rip. I mean, Bruce Brown is improving. He's got a long way to go, but he's improving. Shaviv looks like he can't miss. Every shot he takes looks like it's going in. And Kyrie Thomas, man, he can do a little bit of everything. So all these young players are coming up, and in a few years they're going to be good. How good, I don't know, but they are going to be good. Chris Middleton good? Maybe. I don't want to go that far because Chris Middleton has worked his butt off to get where he is at. But I'm saying you've traded people like that away, and it has come back to bite you. You trade for Westbrook, you're going to be good for maybe a year or two before it bottoms out. Now, the only reason I would be so for the Beal one is because he's only 24, 25. So he's going to be good for a long amount of time, and he can shoot and space the floor out. If you can get a player like a Beal, which there's not many, at 2, go for it. Absolutely 125% go for it. But you have to be cautious when you're going to trade up the future for someone who's going to be in their 30s. Because once you get in the 30s, you're not out of your prime yet, but your odds are you're not going to have your best season. Your best seasons are behind you. Blake Griffin was the exception. Blake Griffin balled out last season. That was a career high around the board for him. But that's not going to be the case for everybody. He still got hurt. So once you get 30, your best years are behind you. You're not going to be garbage, but you're not going to be the same player that you were. So that's why I'm just cautious about who and why we trade for them. Because even if we get a Westbrook, a Beal, the Pistons' odds aren't going to the NBA Finals. I just don't know if those guys would be enough. Now, both those guys would change us and bring us up to a tier and be a top team in the Eastern Conference. But, man, I don't want to risk the future for maybe a second-round playoff appearance. So, I don't know, man. Pistons, I think, just their best bet is make some minor moves. I think you got like $1.5 million left to use. I don't think they're going to be using that until they decide who they want to bring up from the Summer League, because they got some guys that they have to look into. So, I don't know, man. That's all I got for you guys today. Well, I guess it's not all I got for you guys. The center court's on tonight. But regardless, Instagram, Twitter in the description. Be sure to check both of those guys out and follow me there. With all DSA members are in the description as well, so be sure to check those guys out. And I guess I'll see you guys later tonight when Pistons Center Court airs at 8 o'clock. So, peace until then. Peace.